Good morning and greet yourself. Greet this day and greet your beingness in this space and in this day. Take a deep breath in and drink in the new energy of today. Take another deep breath in and look around you at the new light of this day. Hear the new sounds of this day awakening. And feel a sense of presence in your body as you move into this day, not with doing, but with being on your mat. So as we begin our focus this week, it comes from an old Taoist teaching about a boat, an empty boat that rams into yours on the river of life. And it's hard to get angry at an empty boat. There's no one there to get angry at. But if there'd been somebody in the boat, steering the boat, it could be very easy to turn towards them with anger, with frustration, with judgment. So the point of this Taoist teaching is that when somebody's boat rams into yours in life, it's because they're not present. That's the empty boat. They've left the helm. Because their true nature, like yours, is presence, light, peace, love, radiance, wisdom, calm. And so when they've left the helm of their boat and left their boat empty and it rams into yours, you have a choice to leave your boat empty as well as you react with judgment, anger, accusation, bitterness, or whether you become the victim, poor me, why me, self-doubt, self-judgment, focusing on pain and wounding and hurt. So you can leave your boat empty as you become the accuser or the victim. But there is another choice. As Eleanor Roosevelt said, do not curse the darkness, but rather light a candle. And so you can pause, breathe, and feel into your own beingness. Not the doing, not the thinking about it, not the reacting, but just feeling into who you are, which is radiant, loving presence. This is lighting a candle. It doesn't mean you can't respond appropriately, create a healthy boundary, start a nonviolent communication, whatever appropriate action might be necessary. But that comes from the light of your presence rather than from your empty boat now ramming into others. Your true nature is presence. And so as we begin our practice today, bringing one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly, feeling into the warm, radiant, present light within you, and setting an intention for your practice today. It may come from this story of presence, or may come from your intuition, your inner wisdom. Choose a way of being today. And this way of being will inform your doing on your mat, and then your doing throughout the rest of the day. How can I be on my mat that allows me to remember that my true nature is presence? And repeat that as an affirmation, a sankalpa, an intention. I am, I have, I choose. And then taking a deep breath in, taking the arms overhead and stretching upward. And breathe out, open the arms around you as we come to standing, ready for our practice today. So as you come to standing, just give your feet a little shake. Bring some presence and awareness into your feet. Let's say good morning. It's like you're giving them a little shake awake. Wake up, be here, be present. We're going to do this together today. Give a little circle to the hips and a little shake side to side. Give a little shake to the shoulders. Good morning, shoulders. Here we are, another brand new 24 hours. Arms shaking out to the side and forward and back and overhead. Give the whole body a wiggle. And then come up onto your toes, little ballerina steps. So one of the best ways to come into presence is to practice balances in yoga. So we're going to include a few extra in our sun salutations today, because when you're standing on one foot, balancing on your toes, you've got to be really here so that you don't fall over. Give a little toe jog for a second. And then come into Tadasana as we come into our 7 rounds of sacred sun salutations. So we begin in the mountain pose. Always our presence, our beingness comes from being in our bodies. Our bodies are always here. They are the gateway. Feel the soles of your feet. Bring your weight forward and back. Take this time to center yourself. This is important time. Lift your toes. Make sure you can still be balanced on the earth. A silver cord lifting you to the sky, allowing your shoulders and your arms to hang free with the heart still open, and then place your toes gently down, spread them wide. Create the Gyan Mudra, index fingers and thumbs touching, fingers extended. As we begin at Muladhara, the color is red, and affirming to yourself, I am this radiant presence in my body. And then breathing in, take the arms high, stretch to the sky, and continue to feel your feet on the earth. Breathe out, forward fold, keep it soft, we're warming up. Take the right leg back into your low lunge, or you could do it as a standing high lunge. You choose what's right for your body. Breathing in, arms lift. Breathing out, fold. We're coming into this beautiful forward fold, back bend of sun salutations, which is part of what makes them so powerful. Hands onto the earth in a cat position for our first round, just to warm up the spine. And walk the hands forward, come down into Sphinx, waking up the low back. Just 3 breaths here with a little wiggle side to side. Remembering if there's any pinching here, just take it lower. Take the elbows further forward. Otherwise, press into the elbows, activate the arms, wake them up, wake up the shoulders. Bring the heart forward. Feel a gentle hand behind the heart, encouraging you to stay open-hearted today. And then the hands come under the shoulders as we rise into just an easy downward dog. Pressing the heels down. Feeling both the soles of the feet touching the earth with presence and stability, as well as the hands and fingers spread wide. Feel the earth rising to meet both hands and fingers as you step your right leg forward, left leg's back. High lunge or low, you choose. Lift to the sky. Breathing out. In and out. In, smile at the day, and out. And then stepping into forward fold, rising into upward salute. Hands come to the heart, weight comes to the left foot. Just lift the right leg for just a moment, balanced. I am present in my body today. Back to Tadasana, lift to the sky. Breathe out, fold. Step the left leg back in your lunge, waking up the hips. 3 breaths. Allow this to be a breathing exercise, a meditation on the linking of the breath and the body. Coming into plank, you can begin on your knees or in full plank, you choose. Press the earth away with presence and then float down into your Sphinx and take all your attention down to the low back and breathe some life, some energy, some strength into the base of your spine to support all that you do today. And then hands come under the shoulders, downward dog. And then bringing the left leg forward, low lunge. Tuned into the breath and the movement of breath in your body. Forward fold, upward lift, and hands come back down. Bring your hands to your hips and just circle them around. Feel that you have a choice where your pelvis sits. Feel how your bottom can stick out or tuck under. Just sway side to side for a moment and find that neutral place where you have a gentle curve in the low back, the sacrum growing roots down the legs into the earth. Your lower abdominal muscles engage gently for your core to support the rising of your spine. Right palm rests in left palm, thumbs touching Dhyan Mudra. As you breathe and affirm, I flow with the river of life today on a boat of presence, warm, radiant presence. And then breathing in, take the arms high. Breathing out, forward fold. Step the right leg back. Then turn towards it for a wide leg forward fold as you sway side to side. Knees are bent. You're letting yourself be seaweed underneath the ocean, flowing with where the tides take you, the current, moving with grace through the day. And then turn towards the left foot, come into plank, modified or full, you choose. Distribute the weight to your fingers, all 5 fingers and strawberries underneath your palms, and float yourself down. Sphinx again or Cobra if you're ready. Remember, in Cobra, our belly buttons stay on the earth. Our elbows draw us back. Our heart stays open, open, open. Tucking the toes and rising to downward dog. I flow, I move easily with what the day brings. And then stepping the right leg forward, left leg stays back, turn towards the left leg, seaweed under the ocean. Bend deeply if you can, or if it's better for you just to softly bend, you choose. Turning towards the right foot, forward fold. Breathe in, lift to the sky. Breathe out, hand to the heart, weight to the right foot. I flow with presence and radiance with what life brings. Back to Tadasana, breathe in. Breathe out, fold. Left leg back, Turn towards it, but then bend deeply into the right leg, either supporting yourself on the ground with the hands or hanging free, and just little pulses into that right knee, checking in with your knee and hip and keeping it the level that feels right for you. Turn towards that right leg, coming into plank. Strawberries underneath your palms, suction cup hands. Breathe in and float down. Elbows stay close, shoulders stay away from the ears, rising into Sphinx or Cobra. Breathe out. Your bottom is relaxed, your legs are relaxed, your belly button's on the earth, and your heart is lifting as you flow with your breath up into downward dog. Lovely. And then take the left leg forward, right leg stays back, turn towards it, and pulse into that left knee, either fingertips on the ground, arms extended wide, or at the heart. Check in with the knee, the hip, be present to what's happening in your body and meet it with nurture and compassion. Forward fold as you step the right leg forward. Breathe in and reach for the sun behind the clouds. Hand comes to the heart. Awareness to your solar plexus now, Manipur. Arms are high. Climb a ladder up to the sky. Reach for one rung and then the other as you open through the ribs. Allow air to get to Manipura chakra, our city of jewels, where we find all our strengths, our determination, our self-belief, self-awareness. Breathe and lift both arms. And as you breathe out, let the palms touch, fingers facing forward at Manipur, and affirming to yourself, I am present and aware. I am present and aware. Self-awareness is presence. Breathing in, lift to the sky. Breathing out, forward fold. Step your right leg back into a warrior position. So as you rise up, that left knee bends, right palms touch in warrior one. Press into the right pinky toe. Stay here for a breath or come to warrior three. Arms are going to extend out to the side. Make it an airplane warrior. Breathe here, balanced, focused, present. And then breathing in, back to warrior one. Breathing out, arms extend, shoulder level for warrior two. Flip the left palm, reverse it. Breathe, open the ribs. And then cartwheel your hands down to plank position. Breathe here, press the earth away. Breathe out, float down. Coming up into cobra, or if you want to come up now into up dog, the hands come a little bit lower, just slightly behind the shoulders, up on the tops of the feet. About three options now for this back bend. And then tuck the toes, downward dog. And stepping the right leg forward, left leg stays back, warrior position, bend into the right leg as the palms touch at warrior one. Make sure that knee, that forward knee is tracking over the second toe. Press into the left big toe. Breathe here and stay, or spread the arms wide for airplane, warrior three. One breath. Balanced. Breathe in back to warrior one. Spread the arms at shoulder height for warrior two. Look over that right hand. Flip the right hand. Reverse your warrior. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, lift to the sky. Breathe out, hands to the heart. Weight to the left foot. I am present and self-aware today. Breathing in, Tadasana, lift high. Breathing out, fold. Left leg back for warrior. You may want to go further apart now if you're starting to feel warmed up, but keep that left pinky toe connected to the earth, and that left glute squeezing to open the hip. Stay here or come to warrior three. Arms overhead or by your side or an airplane. Back to warrior one with your in-breath. Out-breath, warrior two. Reverse as you breathe in. Breathe out. We meet at your version of plank. On the knees, or you could make it a cat, and we float down. Sphinx, cobra, or upward dog. All of them. Arms are active, shoulders away from the ears. Low back is comfortably in a bend. Tuck the toes, downward dog. And then stepping the left leg forward, rising to your last warrior. Warrior one, press that right pinky toe down, press the feet away from each other, and come to warrior three, or hold there, both gain strength. Warrior three is our balance. Back to warrior one, in breath. Float the arms open, out breath. Reverse your warrior, in breath. Out breath, float down to forward fold. Feel the earth. Breathe in to lift. Breathing out. Present and aware. Open the arms wide. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Look up. Knees are soft. Bend forward. Touch the backs of the hands. Do this a few times. Activating your heart space. And feeling that warmth through the heart spread across the shoulders, down the arms, to the little heart chakras at your palms. Feel as if you're radiating golden light of your presence from the heart all the way down to the fingertips. And then bring the hands to the heart as you come into mountain pose. Affirming to yourself here. My heart is open, radiating the warmth of my loving presence. Breathing in, take the arms high. Breathing out, forward fold. Step the right leg back. Warrior position again, but we're keeping the front leg straight, so it makes a triangle. Take the arms high. Breathe out, the palms meet, the fingers interlace. Charity pose, lift the heart, squeeze, squeeze behind the heart. Hold here. Lift the heart with each in-breath, press the feet away. Press the hands down the leg to find space between the ear and the shoulder. And then release the arms, let's meet down in plank position. Breathe, draw the shoulders back, float yourself down. Take the hands down, palms facing down into locust. Really squeeze the shoulders, roll them back, lift the heart. And then hands come under the shoulders, rise up into downward dog. Breathe a moment here. And then right legs forward, left legs back as we rise with triangle legs, arms high. Breathe out. And hold opposite wrists or forearms or elbows, whatever's possible for your shoulders today. Press the feet away from each other, lift the heart to the sky, and actively squeeze behind the heart. It's very subtle, but you're kind of pulsing as if you're trying to squeeze your shoulder blades together and make them touch. And feel what happens through the front of the shoulders, the chest. Press the feet away. And then release, forward fold. Breathe into the sky. Breathe out, weight to the right foot. My heart is open, radiating warmth and presence in all that I do today. Back to Tadasana, breathe in. Breathing out. Left leg back. We're going to make our charity pose active now. So breathe to the sky. Breathe out. You choose whichever one of those arm positions we just did, either holding the hands or the elbows. Could even do reverse prayer. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fold forward. Clearly modifying the arms if they need to be softer as you fold forward. Lifting with your in-breath and folding with your out-breath. One more. We're really activating with charity pose, not only the legs, but as you can feel all around the heart and shoulders. And then forward fold. Oh, sorry, nope. Coming down to plank position. I lost presence. And floating down to your mat. Arms are back, either the palms just facing down, or you could try interlacing again in this modified locust pose. Toes extending, heart lifting. So much space to breathe around the neck and throat as those shoulders come down. And then bring the hands underneath and lift into downward dog. And the left leg comes forward, right leg's back. Our last charity pose, triangle position with the legs. Choose the position for your arms. If you know your wrists are tight, you might want to try a little reverse prayer. Breathe into the sky. Breathe out, forward fold. I assume everybody knows what that means, but if you don't, it means your palms are touching, the fingers lifting to the sky. This is reverse prayer. I find it really hard. My wrists say, oh, I'm tight. But it actually feels good as well. And then forward fold. Breathe in, lift to the sky. Breathe out, hands meet at the heart. Bring the hands down by your sides. Take the left ear towards the left shoulder. Let the left hand come to the right ear and just encourage it over a little bit, really gently. The right hand coming out to the side, focusing on compassionate opening through the shoulder, the neck. Change sides. If it doesn't feel right to have the hand on the ear, then don't do it. We're focusing now on Vishuddha. Vishuddha chakra, the throat chakra of communication, creativity, and coming into the fullness of who you are. Coming back in, just looking side to side. A little freedom to the neck. And then the palms meet again. The thumbs cross. The fingers interlace except the index fingers, which are extended like a pistol. This is Kashepana. And then turn that to face down. Kashepana reminds us to release. Vishuddha reminds us to release all that is not who you truly are. You are in your boat, at the helm, present, light shining of awareness. All the words I speak today flow from loving presence. Breathing in, take the arms high. Breathing out, forward fold. Step the right leg back, triangle position again. As we breathe in and lift to the sky. Breathe out, that left hand comes inside the knee or inside the ankle and the right arm stays high. Triangle here. Press into the right pinky toe. Open that right hip. Both feet are actively pressing away from each other. Core is on, lower abdominals lifted. Squeezing behind the shoulder blades and letting that right shoulder open, but don't let the arm come right back. It's just lifting straight up towards the sky. And then let's all meet down in plank position. And breathe out, floating down. Hands stay under the shoulders. And you're going to just do sort of a dancing cobra, looking side to side. So wherever our throat and neck. And as we look towards our feet, side to side, our hands are supporting us to be lifted, activating still behind the heart, but loosening the neck as well. And then tuck the toes, come into downward dog. Breathe. Take the right leg forward, left leg stays back, triangle here. Breathe in, set yourself first, feet are pressing away. Left leg, left arm stays high, right arm comes inside the knee or shin or ankle, wherever it's comfortable. Take that left shoulder open, but the left arm isn't going back behind the shoulder, but lifting to the sky. Legs are actively pressing away. Left pinky toe is active and that left hip is opening. And let's meet in forward fold. Breathe into the sky. Breathe out, weight to the left foot. All the words I speak flow from loving presence. Tadasana, lift to the sky. Fold, forward, fold. Left leg back. Rise into triangle. Stay and hold or breathe out and circle the arm around with the out breath coming down, with the in breath coming overhead, back to triangle position. If this isn't right for your shoulder, don't do it. One more, breathing in. Breathing out, we meet at plank. Plank, plank, using that core. Breathing life and strength into these arms and then floating down. Once again, hands stay under for cobra, or you can support yourself more for sphinx if you like. And then tuck the chin into the chest. Shoulders stay back and down. Breathe in, look forward. Breathe out. Shoulders are down, chin is tucked. Breathe in. Breathing out. Strengthening behind the neck, the upper shoulders, and meet it downward dog. Walk that out. And take the left leg forward, right leg back, triangle position. Rising straight into your triangle and holding. Or take the arm down with the out breath, past the hip. In breath, over past the crown, back to triangle. Head following the hand. Breathing in. Triangle, we do it Vishuddhi because it reminds us not only the Kash Mudra of space, but also of your mind, body, and spirit connected. Coming into forward fold. Breathe in, rising up. Breathe out, hands to the heart. Letting the thumbs just touch now at Ajna, the space between the brow. We focus here for a moment, press the feet away from each other, standing tall. Ajna is the third eye. We look within. We find that indeed, whatever is happening in life, we have within us this deep pool of calm and presence. I am deep and still, calm and present, whatever life brings. And then breathing in, reach to the sky. Breathing out, forward fold. This time you're going to walk or hop your feet back to plank. We just go through one little vinyasa of Surya Namaskar and then come into an inversion. So float yourself down. Rise into Cobra, Sphinx, or Upward Dog. Breathe out, Downward Dog. So you may want to stay here at Downward Dog as your inversion. Otherwise, you're going to walk or hop your feet back to Forward Fold. Breathe in, finish the flow back to the heart. And so we're working with inversion here. You're either in Downward Dog
Or if headstand is part of your practice, you might be there. You might try dolphin dog, getting some strength, more strength through the shoulders. This is a prep for headstand as well. Or you may be in a version of shoulder stand, but more here I'm wanting an energizing inversion rather than cooling. Or if you want to work and play towards handstand, then the hands are spread wide and you bend the knees and do little donkey kicks. We'll just play here with inversion, strengthen the arms, head below the heart. Just a few more breaths. Just allow all that blood flow to the head to invigorate. And if you have high blood pressure, if you know that you get headaches from too much blood flow to the head in this way, then those cooling inversions would suit you better, lying with the legs in the air, the bottom resting on the ground. Lovely. And wherever you are, walking back to forward fold or meeting at Tadasana, hands to your thumbs just touch between the brows. I have deep, still, calm presence within me. And then the weight comes over onto your left leg. We finish with tree. So you choose whether the big toe's on the ground or the leg, the foot is up the leg or tucked right into the inner thigh. The left leg stays active, pressing against the right foot. Spread the toes wide. Even see if you can lift the toes of the left foot and stay balanced. And then place them down gently. Hands rise as the crown of the head rises to the sky and then come back to the heart. Breathe here and make a little lotus bud. So just the tips of the pinky fingers and thumbs are touching. And remembering your intention for today. How do you choose to be? What intention expresses the highest state of your beingness, your presence? And place it there in the lotus bud. And see the lotus bud glow golden light from within, the light of your presence. Breathe in, take that lotus bud overhead. Spread the fingers wide. Feel that bud blossoming. At Sahasrara, we remember our oneness. When we are here in our own beingness, then we can feel through that the beingness of all that is, all living beings, even that person that's rammed your boat. And then index fingers and thumbs touch in the Gyan Mudra. And feel as if you're pulling a golden thread. This is your intention. Pull it open. Let it surround and weave through your day. Little lights at the palms of your hands. I've lit a candle rather than cursing the darkness. The light of my present shining, shining. And then breathing out, come back to Tadasana. Give the left leg a little shake. Well done, foot. As you bring your weight to your right, tree on the right side, you choose where you put the leg. Right leg stays actively pressing against. See if you can lift your right toes and still stay balanced. Spread them wide, place them gently down. Take the arms high as that silver cord lifts you from the crown to the sky. The right glute is active. Hands to the heart. Feel with each out breath you're growing deep roots. stabilize yourself in your own being. Little lotus bud at the heart opens. Reaffirm your intention. Place it there at the heart. See a golden radiance from within as you take that lotus bud to the crown, Sahasrara, open wide. As I stand present in my own inner body, my own true nature, I experience oneness with the true nature of all beings. Gyan Mudra in each hand, index fingers and thumbs touching. Pull that golden thread, weave it through your day. This is my intention. And hold little lights at each palm. Breathing in, my true nature is presence. Breathing out, I am present in my whole body. My whole body. My whole body. And then hands come down, leg comes down. Pause in Tadasana. Breathe and feel your standing posture. I am a mountain of presence, or insert your intention in there. And we're going to come down into a squat. So you're either going to choose a goddess squat here with just the legs opening wide and the palms extended, or you're going to come all the way down into this modified malasana. Find just a little, work out how far I want my feet apart, toes are turning out. If you're sinking down, the palms are touching, you're spreading your toes and finding all four corners of your feet. Drawing the shoulders back and breathing. I'm going to take 5 breaths here. Or if you're in your goddess squat, you can come in and out, lifting to the sky with your inhalation, down into your squat with your exhalation. Either way, feeling that you are a goddess with a beautiful malasana, a beautiful garland around your neck. The offering of the gifts of the day, the flowers that are going to bring beautiful scents to your day. And then let's meet down on your mat. Come onto your back. One hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. What have I not done for you? It may be some core work. It may be twists. There may be some other pose, happy baby or hip openers that I haven't done for you yet. Tune into your own body and take these next 2 minutes to do what feels good for you. It could be a standing pose. If you're never sure what to do at this part when I offer this to you, then stick around at the end and you can ask me. We just do a little question and answer, little casual workshop after this class. But tune into your body will always tell you, what is it that would feel good for my body today? And then we're going to move from here into your version of shoulder stand. So either just legs in the air or a full shoulder stand or plow. So if that's where your body's calling you to, you could go there now. Otherwise, tune in. What's happening for my toes, my knees? What's happening for my hips? Do I feel like I need to activate my core and do some core work? And if you don't know where you're at with a lot of these things, if you're really unsure, that's when you work with your teacher. So you could always book something with me, or if you have a teacher closer to you. And so if you have something that has a side, make sure that you're already on that other side. Balancing out your practice. If you're working with a tight area of your body, you generally start with the tighter side first, then do the looser side. There's often an imbalance, and then come back to the tighter side so it gets a bit of extra attention. And if you're ready, coming out of there, and you're going to either just simply bring the legs into the air, and you can hang on to your pants. You just want to do a little bit of cooling down. Or you can pop a block underneath your hips and lift the legs, or put a cushion, a folded cushion or a rolled mat. You may choose to lift with your own steam up into an easy shoulder stand. Remembering we're not that warm in the morning, especially this time of year for shoulder stands. So you just want to keep it soft. There should be no strain in your legs or your neck. Or you can always work with heart openers as well, putting a cushion or a block underneath the shoulder blades and allowing that beautiful backward bend to open your heart for the day. Breathing here in whichever position feels good for you as we cool ourselves after that flow. Acknowledging our presence at each of the chakras we visited through our flow. Muladhara, the base chakra, I am present in my body. Svadhisthana, the chakra at our sacrum, our hips. Acknowledging how presence helps us to flow with what life brings. Not stagnating, not hanging on, flowing with each moment. Manipura at the solar plexus. Your presence allows you to be self-aware, self-loving, finding self-worth and strength and vitality in who you are. Anahata at the heart chakra. This is our home of loving presence at the center of our being. Vishuddhi, the throat chakra, allows our words, all our communication to flow from the clarity and the warmth and the love of presence. Ajna, the third eye. We look within. We find that there always has been, always will be, a deep, still pool of wise presence. In the crown, Sahasrara, in presence we find our oneness, our connectedness, our interconnectedness to all that is. And so we move from here now into Shavasana. Tune into your body if you've been in shoulder stand or a stronger position, and do one last little, may need to do a little twist or a forward fold or a child's pose to be ready to settle into Shavasana. If you're really happy in your inversion, you may prefer to stay there through the relaxation and just spend a few minutes at the very last in Shavasana. But otherwise, we're going to settle for a nice, deep, juicy, deep relaxation to finish off our hour together. And so breathing in. And as you breathe out, just beginning to let your body settle with and through the breath. Feeling that out breath flow through your body from the crown of your head down to the tips of your toes, the tips of your fingers. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, allowing the earth to support you. Feeling all the places where your head, your back, your legs, your arms touch the earth, and allowing yourself to soften into them. Allowing yourself to be held. Knowing that these moments at the end of your practice, where all the goodness of your yoga begins to sink in. Sinking in deeply. So breathe and feel the energy field of your inner body. Not letting your attention center all in the mind, in your thoughts, but rather feeling the energy within your own body at the end of your practice today. And perhaps noticing that as you bring your awareness into your body, you begin to create a sense of space and stillness. Remembering today that what really matters is your own beingness, not your doing, your being, not your thinking or overthinking, but your being, not your reacting, your being. Your being is presence itself. Your true nature is clear, still, loving presence. Know yourself today as this stillness underneath all the mental noise. And if your boat gets rammed today by an empty boat, you know you no longer need to invest this with selfness. You don't have to make it personal. Pause and breathe and light a candle in your own heart. Bring presence. Stop judging yourself, judging others. In the stillness of presence, feel your own timeless reality and the true nature of all living beings. Breathing in, feeling my toes, my feet. Breathing out, feeling presence, the beingness of my toes and feet. Breathing in, I feel my legs and hips. Breathing out, I feel the presence, the state of being and feeling in my legs
and hips. Breathing in, aware of my belly, my chest. Breathing out, feeling my chest and belly with presence and warmth. Breathing in, feeling my back, my spine. Breathing out, being in my back and spine, alive with energy and awareness. Breathing in, aware of my arms and hands and fingers. Breathing out, aware of the timeless presence in my arms and hands and fingers. Breathing in, I feel my shoulders, my neck, my throat. Breathing out, I am present here in my shoulders and neck and throat. Breathing in, I feel my face, my head. Breathing out, I am present in my face, my head. Breathing in, aware of the whole of my body. Breathing out, I am present in my body, present in my body, present here now in my body. Breathing in, I feel my inner body, my being. Breathing out, I inhabit this beingness. Breathing in, my true nature is presence. Breathing out, my body, my breath, my thoughts, my feelings, all that I am is present. Breathing in presence. Breathing out, who I am is presence. And from that present awareness within your body, you begin to move and reawaken into this day. And as you slowly stretch and wiggle and make your way back up to sitting to finish your practice as you started, erect, dignified, aware, bringing that sense of presence with you into your movement. And bringing one hand to your heart and one to your belly. Feeling the breath within you, the breath, another gateway to presence. And asking yourself, how could I feel 10% more present today. What could I do? Or how could I be that would allow me to bring presence into my day? And then reaffirming your intention you set at the beginning of your practice today, your sankalpa. Making sure that you don't leave your yoga self on the mat. That you take this body, this awareness, this being off the mat and into all that you do today. And then bringing the palms together at the heart. Affirming the presence within yourself, radiant. The presence within everyone who shared your practice today. And the presence in all living beings. We bow and say namaste.